Hey there and welcome back to another episode of Sales Coffee. My name is Kreshnik, and if you are new at this channel is all about becoming successful in B2B sales. So in this episode, I want to talk about how to differentiate as a salesperson. Even though a lot of people out there think that salespeople are all the same. So why is that? Because a lot of salespeople always talk the same way. They ask the same questions, a lot of them are very pushy, and people think that salespersons just want to sell instead of really helping them. So how you get perceived from people or prospects or customers is especially based on how your attitude as a sales is. So differentiating yourself as a salesperson will help you a lot in getting one step ahead of your competition and will help you to build trust within your prospects, customers, and also your colleagues. So in this video, I want to share 12 ways of how you can differentiate from your competition and from other salespersons. And if you think that your biggest competition is the other company who's trying to sell to your prospect, well, that's not the whole truth. I will tell you later. So let's start with number 1. Be up to date on the industry and in your market. There are plenty of ways in how you can keep yourself always up to date in your industry and your niche. You can read or listen to books, you can listen to podcasts, you can join communities on LinkedIn or even on Facebook groups. You can read the news about your customers, maybe in their annual report. You can read about them in articles. You can also join conferences and exhibitions in your local area. Or something I really can recommend to you is the app called Meetup. There you can join communities of like-minded people, also in your area, where you can meet for a drink and also talk about sales-related topics. Let's get to number 2. Don't talk too much. As a sales, it's very, very important to listen. So start talking with your prospect or customers, ask the right open questions, and then listen. This is one of the best advices I can give you, because listening to the customer, to your prospect, to your contact is very valuable for you to better understand their needs, their problems, and how you can fill the gap between their current state, their future desired state, and how your product or solution will fill in the gap between the two of them. So the best salespeople out there are masters of capturing information and not the one who wants to talk always about their products they want to sell. So listen and understand about their personal objectives and their business objectives. This will help you to differentiate yourself. Number 3, it's all about value. So if there's any way you can add value to the goals of your customer or prospect, you will differentiate yourself from the competition. Because at the end, it's not about the product features. It's about the value you can add to the customer's journey. Number 4, body language. Body language could be an extra topic I could talk about in a separate video. So adapting your body language to your counterparts will help you enormously in making him feel being understood. So if your counterpart is more introverted, don't try to be too pushy in order to build trust. Number 5, speak the same language. So what do I mean by that? It's not about speaking the same language, it's about speaking on the same level. Especially when you are talking to C-level executives, you need to adapt to their language and always get straight to the point, for example. So speaking the same language means also to speak about the same goals, because speaking to the IT engineer will be slightly different than speaking to the management. Number 6, don't sell anything. So don't use the basic and stock phrases like, are you responsible for this and that? Try to use shorter questions and get better understanding of what they want to tell you. Like, why? How come? Could you give me an example? What would you do differently? Those are all open questions. Don't ask too much questions they can answer with yes or no, because this will give them the feeling that you really want to deeply understand what they are really talking about. And you should use that to better understand their needs. Number 7, review your development. So what I like to do every Friday is to review my week. What went well? What didn't? How could I improve? Did I achieve my goals for this week? I check my key performance indicators, the KPIs, to check if I'm still on the right way in achieving my goals and quota. As well as the communications with the customers I had the whole week, I write down everything which worked and ask myself how it worked and how I can use that to become more successful with other customers. As well as look at the things which didn't really work and how I can improve those. This will help me in the next week to become better. If you want to become better week by week, I can highly recommend you the book The 1% Rule by Tommy Baker. I will put in a link in the description below. Number 8, use leading methodologies, for example like MEDDIC, which suits your sales process in the best way. So this will not only support you in gaining more control of your opportunity in the project, it will also help you to lead the customer to their goal. In high complex solution sales, I use MEDDIC as my preferred sales methodology. If you'd like to know more about the sales methodology MEDDIC, there will be a separate video about that. Number 9, create your network within every customer's ecosystem. It is very important to build your network within the customer's ecosystem. In most cases, it's not enough to have only one contact. Try to build an army of people who will support you and will sell for you when you are not at the customer. This will help you to build trust and be more confident about your opportunity. And maybe you will listen to potential opportunities which might come up in the near future, because selling or upselling within an existing customer is much easier than winning a new one. Number 10, build and value relationships before you need them. What do I mean by that? Sometimes it's very useful to not only be opportunistic with customers. You should build relationships, because especially in bigger organizations, enterprises, you can start building trustful relationships with people who can help you maybe in the future, maybe in 6, maybe in 12 months, and then they will think about you when they have a new project. Number 11, follow ups the right way. One of the most underestimated things in sales is the follow ups. It takes at least 5 follow ups to close a deal, because sometimes customers also expect from salespeople that they do the follow-ups the right way. I will create a separate video especially with a focus on follow-ups, because with follow-ups you can increase your closing rate enormously. Only 40% of all salespeople do one follow-up. So by doing more than one follow-up, you will differentiate yourself from most of the salespeople out there. So if you like this content and you think it was valuable for you, then hit the like button, subscribe to my channel to be always up to date when I post something new, and see you in my next video. Bye.